And on the line with us this morning from United High School, Principal Kirk Atwood, and he's got a group of students with him, all young ladies, I believe. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Did I get that right, Kirk?
That is right. I have three young ladies with me here, two seniors and a junior. I have Courtney Garland as a senior, Sophia Noggle as a senior, and McKenna Muir as a junior, and she tells me she's the youngest junior at United High School.
Wow.
Just told me that. That was news to me this morning. But the reason I asked the three of them to come down is because all three of them competed in the FBLA state competition this year and fared pretty well there. So I wanted them to talk to your listeners a little bit about that.
All right. So how do we identify them? Let's just do it. Each of you tell me who you are, and we'll talk to you individually, okay? Who's first?
Courtney.
Hello, my name is Courtney Garland. I am a senior here at United, and I worked alongside Sophia in publication design. And this year we placed third at states, and we are eligible to compete in nationals in the summer.
Wow. Courtney, what was your discipline? What did you compete in?
Publication design.
Publication design. So tell me about the project. Was it something that sort of highlighted United High?
Well, what we did was we had to design a monthly subscription box, one that isn't already on the market, and we had to sell our idea to these people. So together we worked on a project. We told them what it was all about. We told them how we were going to advertise, and in the end, we sold our idea.
Way to go. What was the product?
This is Sophia speaking. Our product was a gum company known as the Gum Lab, and we created monthly flavors and our own company flavors that we would eventually send out to our audience that could be sold in bulk purchases or individual purchases.
Oh, cool. That sounds great. Who came up with that concept?
We came up with it alongside each other. We were brainstorming. We asked at our school, we sent out a survey to see if someone were to have a new monthly subscription, what they would like. And the idea of like mints and gum came up, and that's where we kind of built off of it. But then we were able to design a logo and come up with company colors together with the help of our advisor, Miss Kathy Reeser.
Oh, terrific. It sounds like it was actually a fun project to work on, too, was it?
It was so much fun. It was definitely a new experience, something we have never done before. It offered a lot of opportunities, and we got to work together, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It really does sound like it was something else. So you get into the competition, and I'm assuming this was all done virtually? Yeah, and you saw some of the other projects. When you saw what other schools were doing, did you say to yourselves, oh, boy, this is going to be tough, or did you think, we're right there with them?
Well, we actually didn't get to see what other schools were doing. We got to see in previous years people would post their projects on YouTube just to see what the idea was, but they were different concepts and different prompts for this year. So we weren't able to see what our competition was completing, but we were able to put in our best effort to make our project the best it could be.
Terrific. And we're going to talk to you, Courtney and Sophia, again, but we want to get McKenna on with us this morning. Now, who's the youngest junior?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, McKenna?
Yeah.
Congratulations. What are you, 12?
No, I'm 16. But
Okay. Well, still, congratulations on that great distinction. So tell me about your project.
okay, so I competed by myself in broadcast journalism, and I had to make a 7-minute news broadcast with 3 different topics. And one of them was spotlighting one of our teachers. Another was about history about our school, and I just got to get a lot of information and insight about our school.
Took some research, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how did you put it together? As an MP3 or as a video presentation? How did it work?
I just filmed it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was pretty simple.
In this day and age, I guess that's not a problem at all. Does United have a pretty good audio-video type of class work for you?
Yeah.
And a journalism program, too, I assume.
Yeah, there's a journalism class here.
Yeah. So what?
Actually, this year, Todd, we added a digital video productions 2, which gives our students another opportunity. So they'll do digital video productions 1, and then they can take those lessons a little bit further, again, with Mrs. Reeser, who happens to be our FBLA advisor.
Uh-huh. So, McKenna, so you're in those classes?
I took journalism this year.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Is it a career path for you?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, you've got time, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So you've competed in FBLA before or no?
Yeah, I've been doing it since freshman year.
Uh-huh. And obviously you're probably getting better and better at it every single year. Were you
Yeah, I've qualified for states twice, and this year I placed 7th in states, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, that's a nice job. Beautifully done by you. So have you thought about the educational career path? Have you started down that line of research yet to find out what you want to do?
I've been looking into it recently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you've got time.
Yeah, and there's a lot of options.
Yeah. So it's Sophia, Courtney, and McKenna today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get Courtney and Sophia back with us. Courtney, what about you? What are your plans?
Well, I am currently accepted to Washington and Jefferson College. I plan to attend in the fall for psychology.
Psychology. Okay. Is there a career path that you'd like to take? Because that can take you in a lot of different directions. What would you like to make of your life?
Right now, I'm looking into forensic psychology. W&J, they offer forensic science as a minor. So once I hit junior year, I can start planning that more effectively.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations on that. Let's hope that it works out just as you would like it to. What about you, Sophia?
I have committed to Duquesne University for pharmacy, and it is a 7-year program, and I will graduate with my PharmD, and after college I hope to go on into research.
Got your work ahead of you. Is that a field that has a lot of possibilities for you? Is it something that you've done maybe some work at a pharmacy before?
I have done a lot of job shadowing in the hospital, and a lot of my family members are pharmacists, so I was very exposed to it growing up. But with pharmacy, you can go in many different directions. You can go in retail, research, hospital. You can specialize in different departments such as cardiology and respiratory, and you have so many options. It's endless.
Very good. And with that kind of a family background, you've got a lot of guidance too. So good for you for that. And you said where? Duquesne?
Duquesne, yes.
Terrific. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Principal Atwood. That's a good group of young ladies you brought to us this morning.
Yeah, I thought I picked some good ones this time around.
Now, previous students that are there at United who've been on with us just said, what? What did he just say?
They know that I pick good ones every time around.
Yeah, way to cover, way to cover. So we're approaching the end of the regular school year. How are things going at United? We know that you continue to be vigilant in terms of the pandemic and the COVID protocols and everything, and you've got some big things coming up here soon.
We do, yeah. I was actually, this morning I was working on the board report that I give every month, and my upcoming events list just keeps growing and growing and growing. We have... Currently, we're doing PSSAs right now with our 7th and 8th grade students, and then, of course, our Keystone exams coming up for our 10th, high school students, basically. Some 8th graders do take Keystones, but that'll be the end of May. We have our prom coming up on May 14th. We're excited to be able to offer our students a prom this year. We didn't know if that would be able to happen, but we worked hard, and our junior class advisor worked very hard on that, and we were able to get a prom together for our students.
That's great.
We're looking at different events for the end of the year. I know I met with our senior class officers yesterday, and we're going to be meeting again tomorrow, coming up with some other exciting ideas for our students for the end of the year. And, it doesn't look the same, but we're giving them every opportunity we can. Yeah,
and, of course, you're planning for graduation. Your seniors, of course, they're putting a lid on what has been for them, especially these last 2 years, quite an eventful high school career. And I know they've got a lot of wrapping up of things to do as well. It can be really distracting and maybe troubling for some seniors as they deal with the end of their scholastic careers. But it sounds like you got a really good group of kids there that have some pointed goals.
We do, yeah. They it's always impressive to look down the list of who's accepted where and what they're going for, and to think, well, maybe I should have done that.
Maybe you should have planned what you were going to do with your life, huh?
Yeah. I should have done what these guys are doing.
Hey, let's circle back for a moment to prom. Is it going to be outdoor Grand March, indoor? How do you have it planned?
We're going to do our Grand March outdoor. If you're familiar with United, the area we call the front circle, right outside of our gym there. And so that's where we're going to do our Grand March this year. We're asking our students to limit the number of people they bring with them just to keep that distancing in place. And so we're going to do the Grand March, and then we're going to hop on buses and go over to the Richland Banquet Hall, and we're going to have our prom at the Banquet Hall. We have, instead of doing a sit-down dinner to accommodate the distancing this year, we actually have a food truck coming in. And so the students are all going to have vouchers for the food truck, so that way they're not necessarily all eating at the same time or all dancing at the same time. They'll be able to kind of keep more distance that way. So it gives them a little bit more flexibility, which one of the things I know about my United students is they have this independent streak about them. And so they like to be able to make those decisions and have that flexibility.
Yeah, I grew up just across the river in when it was Laurel Valley at the time. Yeah, I know that independent streak those United kids have.
And it's a good thing. We foster that. We like that about our kids.
Absolutely. It gets them to a point where they're making decisions on their own, and they're good decisions to have to make. Everybody has to get to that point in their lives. So the end of the academic year is approaching, and sounds like you're pretty pleased. We are.
April and May are always crazy times, no matter pandemic or no pandemic. These are always our craziest months in the high school, but they're also the most exciting months because we know our students are ready to move on and do the things we've prepared them to do.
Yeah, baseball, softball, track and field, all of those seasons are going on right now. And, you get to this time of the year, the schedule gets pretty jumbled with weather like we have today, but they're fighting their way through that too.
Yeah, it's funny to be talking about baseball and softball whenever we have the snow falling down around us today, but yeah, we're really excited about what's going on with those. Ben Tom's been throwing some pretty impressive baseball games, and we have a freshman pitcher for softball, Abby McConville, who's been throwing some really great games. So we're really excited about the future of United softball and baseball, and of course our track team is always on top of things. Looking forward to we're anticipating some state competitors coming up here, and we're really excited about our spring sports.
Yeah, as big as Ben is, I don't think I want to step in a batter's box against him when he's throwing BBs like that either.
No, he's getting they're getting faster and harder every year, and we got another year with him here. He's only a junior.
All right, well, things going well for United. Principal Kirk Atwood, thanks so much for being with us here today. We appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. We're 3 minutes away from